Yo, 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 it's your girl Gladira. We're here at episode 2. Y como les dije, how I told you all in episode 1, I wrote y'all a poem. This poem is related to our topic today, winter blues. You blanket me with the warmth of your touch, O Mother Earth, on days that call many out to your pools of water, sailboats, jet skis, boats, and floaties. On days when the grass smells like you just brewed its very essence and hand-baked every strand, inviting block parties of crickets, ladybugs, fireflies, butterflies, and ants. Adventures across your land seem possible and endless. I risk myself to travel a new path, for all is bright and open. Darkness only to be seen on the shadows that reflect happy beings, earthlings. Movement that sways with the gentle breeze, sounds of beginnings, sounds of continuance, and sounds of procreation. Buzzing, humming, roosting, laughing, frolicking. Exposure of all that avails is unmasked. Crispness, a warmth coated in sweet tarts and sun-dried tomatoes, until I overstay my welcome, or that it feels so. And you begin to move away, closing off entries that once lay open for exhibition. Inviting a myriad of rays, you retract your banner that brings purpose to the day. For those to play, where the warmth once covered me with embrace, now a layer of frost is replaced. Bitter cold rubs against my face, chasing me away from your home, O Mother Earth, to have to retreat to a superficial place. My steps become limited, and doubt of what lies ahead accompanies the thoughts of the day. Are you closed for business? Curtains drawn, access revoked, crispness turns into bitterness, a chill only to be calmed by protecting myself from your elements. Darkness spreads and blankets the shadows. Life becomes still, and all remains is hope that you once again open your doors to us folks. Speak your mind.
The rest will follow.
Speak your mind.
The rest will follow.
Welcome to episode 2.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing
Winter
today?
Blues. We are the hosts. I'm Gladira, mother of 3, HR professional, dancer, poet, Afro-Boricua.
Hey
Go
y'all.
B.
It's your girl B, also known as Bianca. I'm a danceaholic, human resources also professional, sophisticated black woman, mother of 1, amazing Blasian baby,
Yes.
health and wellness coach, a wife of an amazing husband. I love him, my world, and he'll be happy I said that.
Yes. He gonna get you dessert, B.
Oh, nice.
All right, so we're here, episode 2. Speak your mind, sister. Thank you to everyone who has followed us on Instagram and liked our post, and for the wonderful supportive comments about our first episode. Please keep putting the word out there for everyone to listen.
Share.
Yes. And today we're very excited. We have a lovely guest with us, Dr. Jada Hamilton, Doctor of Medicine. Yes, welcome,
Yes.
Dr. Jada Hamilton. Now, should I call you Dr. Jada, Jada, Dr. Hamilton.
How about Dr. Jada? I
Dr.
like Dr.
J-
Jada.
I
Yeah.
like
That sounds nice.
Yeah,
I like
it.
that.
Yes.
Well, thank you for having me. This is wonderful.
Thank
I'm glad
you.
that you're here. I'm glad you can join us. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Of
and
course.
what you do?
Yay. So I am a physician, family physician by training. I am also a Navy veteran. So I was in the military for 20 years as a physician. And I have 4 kids. Actually, not kids anymore. My oldest is 27 and my youngest is 19. He's a sophomore at Howard. And then my daughter, she's the next youngest or next old, whatever, from the bottom. And she's a senior at Buffalo, UB. And I have 2 older sons who one's a real estate agent here in Ithaca. Yeah, and then my second oldest son, Andrew, he he works for a nonprofit here in Ithaca. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and I'm married about 27 years. I have to get my oldest and then count extra year. That's a long story. Anyway, it's fine. So I'm, been here in Ithaca for a little over 8 years, and it's been a fun journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Buffalo originally. Thus the Bills sweatshirt I got on.
Yes.
Go Bills.
Are you you're a football fan?
I'm a football fan
Yeah.
and a Buffalo Bills fan, and fingers crossed that
Do you think they're going to go to the Super Bowl?
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't.
Oh.
Nope. Don't say it. Do not say it. We're just going to take it one
Okay.
game at a time.
I take
One
that
game.
back.
Thank you.
Now, I can't
Just
talk
kidding.
football, but I grew up in the D.C. area, so
Yes.
I have to be the Washington football teams
Yes.
fan.
Yes.
So-
My oldest son is a Washington football team fan.
Yes. Yeah, we got to pause because, we can't say, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
can't say the other.
We're waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting for
Yes.
the name.
Yes.
If we're going to go there, I'm really not a football fan at all. Like, I just played basketball my whole life. But since I'm from New York City, I guess I can rep the Giants.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Excellent.
That's Jada said, I'm sorry.
Wow.
No,
that hurt
I'm
Jada,
I'm sorry. No, the Giants, they okay.
They okay.
They
All
tried
right.
this.
They gonna be
year.
all right.
Yeah, they're going to be
Okay.
all right. They're going to be all right.
All right, I guess.
They're all right.
So we're here today to talk about the winter blues. First off,
Yes.
thank you so much, Dr. Jada, for being here because the weather outside is
It's
frightful.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. Yes. It is.
So the winter blues, also referred to as seasonal affective disorder or SAD. It definitely makes me sad. I have a hard time getting out the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I'm going to just a little statistics here. So according to the American Psychiatric Association, SAD is more than just winter blues.
Correct.
The symptoms can be distressing, overwhelming, can interfere with daily functioning. However, it can be treated. About 5% of adults in the U.S. experience SAD, seasonal affective disorder, and it typically lasts about 40% of the year. It is more common among women than men. SAD has been linked to a biochemical imbalance in the brain prompted by shorter daylight hours and less sunlight in winter.
That just sounds like a bunch of bull crap. I'm just saying.
It's not fair, right?
Like all of that, it just makes you like, it's just like, dang, like why can't I feel as good as I feel in any other season of the year?
Yeah. Well, I think one of the reasons, and yes, so thank you for sort of that explanation. So I think of SAD and winter blues as a spectrum. So winter blues is kind of the milder form. It's not really a medical diagnosis, but SAD is actually, the seasonal affective disorder is actually part of a depression, like major depression. So it's actually a diagnosis. And so, we're in a cold climate. We're in the Northeast. Our days are shorter. And so, we wake up and it's dark to go to work, right? And then we come home from work and it's dark. And then we're, for some of us who are in offices all day, we're just kind of hanging out. We don't get outdoors as much, especially in the winter. Or some of us who are working from home, we don't always, get out when we can. And the issue is, one of the things that can happen is because, when it's dark out, when, there's less light, basically your brain gets stimulated to produce melatonin. And that's our kind of sleep relaxing sort of hormone. And it just tells you, okay, you got to go to sleep. And then when the light hits it, it kind of shuts down the melatonin. And so you're supposed to be up and awake and things. So things get kind of a little bit off balance and off cycle during those longer winter days. And you're right, people can actually do things, lifestyle changes during the winter months, like fall to early spring, to kind of help. And of course, people who experience SAD, actually the seasonal affective depression, they can also help, their symptoms with lifestyle stuff, but sometimes they need a little help, like seeing a professional, getting medication. Sometimes those light boxes help. But there's a lot, I think a lot of people experience SAD. Winter blues. I'm sorry. Winter blues.
Wow.
We need to just move to Florida. Everybody just no.
Girl.
Jada's disagreeing with me.
I don't want to move to Florida.
Facial expressions.
I'm
was
sorry.
Like,
I shouldn't talk politics. But yeah, Florida. Okay. No, you know what? I was stationed in
the
Jacksonville.
weather.
Okay. All right. That's all right.
Yes,
I suppose.
yes.
the weather aspect.
I guess
of it.
I get you. I get it.
We need that
I get
vitamin
it.
D.
Yeah,
is
we
what I'm
do.
saying.
No, yeah, there's ways to get
Yes.
vitamin D other than going to Florida.
Or
But
can
I hear
we-
you. Yeah.
Yeah, we should try to implement a new policy. Every 2 weeks, we take a week, and then there's some kind of rebate the government really. I'm just playing. I'm making this up. I'm trying
Alright.
to, in a human resources, trying to implement some policy for wellness that will allow us to
Maybe every
escape
other
more.
and every other week trip down to Florida,
Every other week
down to
trip,
Miami.
yeah.
I mean,
We
that
need
can't
a
be bad.
4-day week, like work weeks, would be also like a
Yeah.
thing. Should be a thing.
Yeah, that should
4
be a
day,
thing.
yes.
Make
But
it
you
happen,
gotta-
Gladera.
Go ahead, make it happen.
You got the juice, girl.
4-day work week for everyone.
Oh my God.
With
Now,
the same salary. Sorry.
yes, that would be great. Add to wellness. You know what, Dr. J, I love how you described seasonal affective disorder because there were some things there that I didn't understand, and I can admit that once the days get shorter, I immediately feel the change
Right. Yes.
in my body. I immediately want to get home sooner. I just want to sit on the couch. It's hard to go out. I mean, I got, good girlfriends that will get me out the house, and that really helps.
It does help. Exactly. And I think you're describing sort of some of the things that can help. We think about getting good sleep, eating the right foods, getting a support system, exercise also helps.
Having a good twerk buddy. You got to twerk sometimes.
See, I could never twerk. My daughter tried to tell on the little boat, on the little, dance cruise thingies. Yeah, we tried. I can't. It's just my hips don't.
It's all right, girl.
Latinas don't twerk. Latinas don't twerk.
Oh,
That's a song.
Y tú sabes
are you
por
kidding
qué.
me? That's a song?
Yeah, it's been circulating on Instagram, and I was like, this is perfect because I can't twerk. So, and I'm
Yeah,
Latina,
I
so
can't. I can move my hips side to side, but I can't. I don't know.
It's all right, Jada.
It's, I think 4 kids, maybe out to my pelvis or something. I don't know.
I heard somebody
Maybe not.
won a twerking contest in Jamaica.
What?
I did. Ooh.
That was.
So I went to Jamaica for my honeymoon.
Oh.
And we went on well, it wasn't a cruise, but it was like this big old boat, and they were like having a contest. So I was like, I'm just gonna win some Jamaican money for this twerk contest.
Oh my gosh.
And I won $100.
And you won
$100
$100. Oh,
in
okay.
Jamaican money.
Okay, I'm not.
They
I'm
wasn't
not mad
ready.
at you. That's
They
good.
wasn't ready for the American citizen. They wasn't ready.
They
for
weren't.
me.
They weren't ready. Oh my god. What song did you have to twerk to? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
It's okay.
But it was a lot of fun, and I would go back and twerk.
You would
on
go
that
back.
boat. Yep. For all my Jamaican friends.
You know what? We should plan a winter trip next year to Jamaica.
Oh.
Yeah,
Bob
that
Marley.
that could band-aid the effects of
Of the
winter
Absolutely.
blues.
Absolutely.
Winter
Oh
blues.
yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
And I would have jerk chicken and rice every day.
Every day.
if I
Every
could.
day.
It-
Well, I mean, you have one of the things that can help with the winter blues is eating protein with every meal. So you got your jerk chicken, you got your rice. It helps, helps boost your, mood and helps keep you energetic. And it helps with those cravings, you want candy canes or sugar or something, which is not a bad thing.
Oh,
That's a bad
yes.
thing. But it's,
Thank you,
yeah,
Dr. Jada.
those high
I need my
protein,
candy
getting
cane.
your protein in every meal helps with your, your mood and your winter blues. So, yeah.
Now, Dr. Jada, I have to ask you this.
Yes.
Can we add you to our triple B list?
Okay.
Black Boss Babe. Because
Absolutely.
you are definitely that.
Absolutely. Yes,
Black
add me
Boss
to the
Babe.
list. Check the box.
Dr. Jada was
Absolutely.
like, what's
BBB?
BBB?
BBB.
I was like, I was trying to
Black
figure that
Boss
out.
Babe. Black
Yes.
Boss Babe. In the
I
first
like that
episode, I
rank.
used another word, but I'm going to keep it to Black Boss Babe.
I like boss lady.
I
I
like
can't
that
say
too.
it
Boss Babe.
fast.
Black Boss Babe.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to like do it too fast because then I might mess it up.
Black
and that's
Boss
not good.
Babe.
That's okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Dr. Jada,
Yes.
do you see a lot of patients that you might work with that are maybe suffering from a form of SAD? What are some examples that you would say that they might be, that might like show that they might be suffering from this disorder?
So, if you're thinking about SAD, which is just like the seasonal affect, not just seasonal affective disorder, which is a form of depression, those are the people who may, have this sort of seasonal, severe, moderate to severe feeling sad, depressed. I mean, this is like depression where it affects your sleep, affects your appetite, where you may not want to eat. You may actually maybe have too much eating. That can also happen. Lack of motivation. So someone who doesn't want to go to class or doesn't want to get up and go to work. Maybe self-isolating. So they're just kind of sticking to themselves. And then just really feeling down and depressed. I mean, which is different than feeling sad. All of us feel sad, right? I mean, we're not all happy all the time. But when it's to a point of like sort of a clinical diagnosis, then we do see a fair amount. And it's usually still seasonal. It usually kind of starts in that fall time frame and kind of lasts through, springtime. Less common though, but we do see a lot of people who have just the winter blues and lifestyle changes, things that they can do to kind of help get them through those winter months can really be beneficial. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, Dr. Jada, I saw that you like to dance Zumba, and I've seen you dance a lot.
Yes, I know. I love to dance.
Now, dancing, is that a form of being able to treat, seasonal affective disorder for those that are depressed?
So, yeah, I mean, with any kind of mood issue, when you're kind of feeling down or depressed, or even for the winter blues, physical activity is always something that's recommended. Now, with that said, of course, people, if you really, are feeling really, really bad and you really have, sort of problems with getting your day-to-day stuff done, then definitely see a professional, because you don't want to tell people, oh, you're feeling depressed and sad, just go exercise, because it's not that simple, because it's a biochemical kind of thing. But it's a stress relief. Right? I just love to dance. And I'm going to tell you about the Zumba piece though. I did Zumba quite a bit at the local Y, and then the pandemic hit. Mm-hmm. And then it was hard to sort of get back into it. And so I do most of my exercise at home, kind of some functional fitness, CrossFit-y type stuff, and then weightlifting. So
all right now, Jada.
Yes. But I still like to dance, and I'll do that as a warm-up to the warm-up. And when we get sort of, when things kind of calm down with the pandemic, I'll be glad to go out and actually dance other places. So
yeah.
Yes, I can't wait. I know dancing immediately. I can have a bad day, and then someone says, "Okay, well let's go dancing."
Exactly.
And it's like a switch. I'm ready.
Exactly. Even when I first got to Ithaca, and I had an office mate, and like on Monday mornings we would like dance in our chairs. We called it robot dance, and we just have music on and we just dance for like 5 minutes, and it was fun. Yeah.
Oh.
Dr. Jada was getting her chair groove on.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we did. It was fun.
That's a good idea.
It's a little something to take the edge off.
So I want to ask, is it a myth or not, in your professional opinion,
Yes.
that black people are more melanated earthlings, as said by Nikki Giovanni? She likes to call humans earthlings. Need more sun or daylight than white people, or highly less melanated earthlings?
Yes, so because of the melanin in the skin, we're not going to absorb as much of the vitamin D from the sun. So technically, the more sunlight we have, the better. Yes. And there's some other ways that we can get, vitamin D, like, fish oil, fatty fish, foods that have extra vitamin D in it, like some orange juices, milk, yogurts. Things that I don't like. No, just kidding. I do like yogurt. It's fine. Yeah. Yes. But there is some truth to that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, yogurt was a thing that I started liking as an adult. I did not like it as a child.
Really?
Yeah, the texture, something. I don't like cottage cheese.
Ooh,
So that's funny you said yogurt.
I hate cottage cheese.
I love cottage cheese.
My grandma used to eat the pineapple flavor.
I love that.
And I'd be like, Grandma, why are you eating that? Because that's gross.
Oh, no. Have you ever tried it with mandarin oranges?
Oh,
Girl, you
I've
now you
seen
pushing
people.
it. Now
I've
you
seen
pushing
people
it.
eat that.
Fruit
but-
cocktail, it's kind of good. A little protein and fruit. Okay. Maybe
Sorry,
not.
Dr. Jada.
No. Okay, it's okay. No. You can get your protein and vitamin D other places. It's fine.
I'm gonna try it
Not
one
the
day,
cottage
but
cheese.
it's like the visual and then the texture. It throws me off. But I'm gonna try it. It's on my list.
On your list to resolutions?
Yes.
To try
Try
cottage
cottage
cheese.
Try cottage cheese. Is that weird? I've never tried cottage cheese. I
So-
can't bring myself to try it.
You don't have to push yourself
Okay,
to try. I mean, it's okay. I think
Thank you, Dr.
You may not
Jada.
be missing much anyway. Sorry. I mean, for those who love cottage cheese, but yeah,
Shout out to cottage cheese.
it's good.
Is there a cottage cheese dance? Do the cottage cheese. Do the cottage cheese.
I
Wait.
don't
You just
think-
shake your body like this because like, if you drop it, it
Sorry,
might
listeners,
jiggle.
you
It might look
can't
like
hear us.
jello when it drops.
It
So
might jiggle a
wanna
little bit
shake-
because of the curds. Yeah, little curd pieces. Yeah,
Shake it like a cottage cheese.
doesn't have quite the ring of, but okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, guys, a little off track. Dr. Jade, I have another question for you. What are some things that you do to personally get you out of the winter blues? What are some strategies you use to stay motivated throughout the winter when your body is telling you otherwise?
So yeah, that's a good question. I think a couple things that help is I try, when I'm at work, I try to get outside at lunchtime just to get a little light and sunlight. It doesn't have to be for too long. And I try to keep my sleep schedule kind of the same. So I try and, get up in the morning at the same time and go to bed at the same time. That usually helps. And then having a little bit of a bedtime routine, like, a little bit of reading helps me, keep my sleep on track. And I'm not really good. I'm trying to get better at this, but not having electronics in the bedroom. We have a TV in the bedroom. I sometimes scroll through my phone at bedtime, but I'm trying
Is
to
it scrolling hard not to do?
It is hard not to do. It's
I'm stuck on
hard.
Those reels. Once you start the reels on Instagram,
It's dangerous.
you go from one to the next.
Yeah, no. And then with all this pandemic stuff and you're on social media and everything just stresses me out. And then, so it's hard to go to sleep when you're stressed out. And then just keeping a sort of exercise routine or physical fitness routine. And then the other big thing is just kind of keeping connected with people. I know it's been hard because, distancing and masking and things, but just try and be intentional about getting with friends, even if it's over Zoom or a phone call or that kind of, or dropping by somebody's office, masked and distanced, of course, just to get that human connection. I think that's been helpful for me.
That's key.
Definitely.
And you talked about eating more protein. What are some good eating habits in the winter that help counteract the effects of feeling down? And I know you mentioned some already, but some others. And counteract a loss of energy, loss of motivation, stress, depression. What are some things? And also, I know vitamin D is mentioned a lot as something that, many people may say, oh, I'm deficient in vitamin D. What are some other types of eating habits?
Yeah. So, I think most adults are deficient in vitamin D just because we don't get it out enough and we're indoors most of the time. And our diets our nutrition is probably not optimal for a lot of us. But I think some tips that can help as far as the healthy eating piece is just try not to skip meals. I think when we're kind of feeling sluggish and fatigued, I don't feel like making dinner. I don't feel like getting my lunch. So it's very easy just to kind of forego lunch and just work through it. I think that's something that actually is can make you more sluggish feeling, and just making sure you can kind of plan ahead. If you just if you can't get out to get lunch, make sure you bring it with you. And I know some people are not breakfast people, but I just try and just get breakfast. First thing in the morning, maybe not first thing in the morning, maybe, 10 minutes before I got to leave, but just kind of keeping your meals in, getting that protein well balanced, trying to avoid sort of too much sugar. Although I did eat a bunch of Oreos over break, but that's a whole other discussion. I'm not even going to talk about it, but I'm fine.
No judgment.
I'm fine.
No judgment. over here.
Thank you.
No
because
judgment.
we're bad. My husband will buy stuff on sale, and there's 3 Oreo packets in the cabinet. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like you get 2 for $5, 2 for $7.
And we
That's
have
how
no
they get
control.
you.
Yes, and we have no control because we don't we usually
the
have
feeling,
it in the
girl.
house, and then we can't control ourselves because it's
Oh,
Oreos. Oh my
yes.
gosh, this is great. But I think it's okay to have splurges, but just know that I wouldn't want to eat 3 packs in one sitting, that kind of thing. But I think that just having a well balanced meals, trying not to skip, and then also just being don't be hard on ourselves, because nothing's going to be perfect. If you miss a day to get outside or you miss your workout, it's not the end of the world, but just know that you can go back to your routine the next day. I think that's the biggest piece.
That's a good reminder not to be hard on ourselves.
Exactly. Yes. And even for people who, they recommend, okay, get 30 to 60 minutes of some sort of exercise a day, 5 days a week, but you can break it up 10 minutes, 10 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes at lunchtime and then a 10-minute walk after work, after dinner or something. So it doesn't have to be this full on, intense thing. Exactly. So that's how I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, I've been using an app. I think I mentioned this on the last episode, Fit On. And so it's great because there's 15-minute workouts. Sometimes there's a 9-minute ab workout.
Yes.
And then if I can tell myself, okay, well, just do it real quick. And then I have my oatmeal. So I love breakfast. I love eating breakfast.
I love breakfast. That's my favorite meal.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oatmeal, waffles, eggs.
Yes.
Oh
I don't do eggs.
I have French toast this morning.
I can't stand eggs. But but they're good for you.
Dr. Jada.
See, eggs are her cottage cheese.
You are never part.
Eggs are her cottage cheese.
They are my cottage cheese.
I do not like eggs either.
I don't like them.
The only time I eat it if it's hard boiled.
See, I can't even do hard boiled.
Or if it's hard,
Is it a texture
like it's fried
thing?
hard.
I don't know. I can do quiche long as it's not too eggy. I can do that. No, I remember when I was in kindergarten or something back in Buffalo, and my teacher made me eat eggs, and I said I didn't like them, and then I threw them out. So ever since then, I've not done eggs.
Oh my goodness!
I can't do eggs.
Eggs give me that.
I don't know
that
the
feeling
smell.
too.
I mean, I can cook them. I can make omelet and scrambled eggs for the kids when they couldn't cook for themselves. And I don't cook for them at all because they can do it themselves. But I can cook them, but I can't eat them.
You can't eat them.
So I don't know how they taste when I make them. I guess they're good. Yeah. So you can't just hard boiled.
Hard boiled.
Okay.
I had French toast this morning. So
Not
that's
even
my
a good
favorite.
omelet
Okay.
with some broccoli in there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No.
Wegmans has this really good habanero cheddar cheese. Yeah, there's
Shout
a
out to
sexy
Wegmans.
engineer over there that
We
really
love
likes
Wegmans.
that.
Yes, Wegmans.
We love Wegmans.
Yes.
They got some good stuff.
They do.
Wegmans has
They
some
do.
good natural. Have you gone through their natural aisle? I always get right now. I have supplements that are like
Ashwagandha.
ashwagandha with the maca root.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, the
Ashwagandha.
yellow maca. Oh, how do you say?
Do
it?
you know what ashwagandha is?
I know it's some sort of something.
I don't know like the back end of it, but it's supposed to be like this stress reliever type of
Ah, yes.
herb
It's like a natural
or
root. Is it a root?
Oh, so is it a root?
or something like that,
Okay.
and it
Okay.
helps you with stress. It's like a stress reliever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
So.
I think there's a lot of good natural herb products that are kind of can help supplement your diet, but not, I wouldn't say use it in medicinal purposes, but just like supplements and,
Yeah.
like we do green tea and things. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also take what is it? Yellow maca, which is supposed to enhance focus and so I don't know, I've been taking it for about a month and a half. It's
does it
still
make a
out for
difference?
ruling. I feel some type of like energy. I feel more uplifted, but it could be like
Placebo.
a mental placebo
Right.
effect. Like I'm taking this now. I
Now
feel
I feel
this
better,
way.
yeah.
So I have some Google Wikipedia definition of ashwagandha that I
What
can
is
read
it?
to you guys. So it says, with the Nia samifera, known commonly as ashwagandha, it's an Indian ginseng,
Oh.
gooseberry, or winter cherry is an annual evergreen shrub in the phonics. So, or nightshade.
Phonics it out. Go
Family
ahead.
that grows in India, the Middle East, parts of Africa. Several other species in the genus Withania are,
Thanks,
gonna
B.
hand that back.
Oh, shout out to Google. Shout out to Google.
Yeah. Really shout out to phonics because that would have helped me in that situation.
Gosh. Yeah, my sister is
stressful.
really good. I mean, she is into the herb stuff, and she sent me some samples, but I haven't even started them yet because it's hard for me to just take all that extra stuff. It's 4 different things. I'm like, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to do everything in the morning. If I don't do it in the morning, I can't start a new rhythm, a new routine. Mm-hmm. So I tried, recently, I've been adding collagen powder to my coffee, and it's marine collagen. So I've been, so I add it to my coffee every morning. And since I only have 1 cup of coffee in the morning, so I add the collagen powder and hopes to look young again.
Girl, you look 14.
I know, right?
Oh, thank you. It's the water. It's the water.
It's the water.
It's in the water.
It's in the water.
It's in
the water.
Wade in the water.
Oh.
Wade in the water. Children, wade.
I'm not even going to try and sing.
In the water.
I can't sing, but I try.
All right. Anyway.
Alrighty then.
Wow.
Okay.
So let's see. I will say, and this is all just me observing my monthly routines. All right. That one thing I noticed, and I don't know if it's attached to taking maca powder, but I feel like I had less cramps this month. Who knows? It's hard to tell because I'm taking the maca. I'm taking the ashwagandha. Ashwagandha?
Ashwagandha, yes.
Ashwagandha.
It's a good word.
Ashwagandha. Mm-hmm. So it's I should probably isolate one and then see,
right, because you don't know which one. And have you changed anything else? Did you change another routine or?
No.
Sometimes exercise, if you're picking that up, that also helps with menstrual cramps.
Yeah. See, I've started doing more of the fit on exercise on the abs.
Okay.
And I do know, yes, when I work out regularly, I have less cramps.
Yes.
I feel better.
Yes, absolutely.
I can function better in the winter because I do shut down. So I have to find ways.
Yes, and this is the way, right?
Yes.
You've got it.
Yeah. So I have to find ways. But there are times where it's I can stay indoors all weekend long and have no problem with it.
Yeah.
And that's a little scary during the winter.
It is scary. But the biggest piece, if you can, if you feel like you can stay in all weekend, but you're able to find that energy and that little push to get yourself out, then you're good. But if you can't, if you're one of those people that just kind of cannot get out of that funk, get out of that, I just can't, I don't want to go anywhere, don't want to do anything, and then really sluggish all through the week, then it may be time to, talk with someone about it. Yeah. Yeah, but it's I wanted to hibernate all weekend, but I couldn't because I had other stuff to do and exercise and check on my kids' bunnies, and that's another story.
Bunnies.
Yeah, he's in Maryland. My second oldest is in Maryland with some friends, and he has 2 rabbits, Mango and Cole.
I just got really sad because yesterday, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jada.
No, it's okay.
I was driving home and I hit a bunny.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! B, you killed the bunny.
I was so sad. I wanted to pull over and pick it up.
Yeah, but probably not.
No, but
I'm sorry.
Really sad. Okay, I had to tell you that.
Oh, yeah, that is sad.
Maybe that wasn't the right moment to say that.
Probably not.
Okay.
probably not. But thank you for sharing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you know what, girl? We're here for you. We're here for you.
I was really sad. Though.
I would probably, I would feel sad as well.
Yeah.
What was the bunny doing out?
I don't know. But there's a lot of bunnies in my neighborhood. They're out and about. I mean, I haven't seen them any, since
it was
the winter.
11 o'clock at night. He was just trying to. He was trying to get
go home.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So wait, your son has 2 bunnies?
2 rabbits. Yes. So I have to check on them, to feed them, and tidy up their cage twice a day.
Oh wow.
Yeah. but they're so cute.
They
They
are
don't.
very
They don't
cute.
run
They're
loose,
cute.
right? Like, or
One,
can they?
yeah, they can. I mean, one is
Okay.
very agile and can just hop out of the little cage and run around the apartment and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're adorable.
Oh
They
my
are really
goodness,
cute.
my daughter can't hear this because she'll want a bunny.
Yeah, they're I mean, you gotta they just don't sit in a cage. You gotta clean up and make sure they have enough hay and feed them and whatever.
They bougie, huh?
They're a little,
It's
yeah,
a bougie
yeah. They're
little
kind of
thing.
bougie. I had to chop up little apple slices for breakfast for them
Oh
this
my
morning.
goodness.
Oh, you know what?
They like blueberries.
Chop
It's
me
so
up
cute.
some apples.
Oh my God, that could trigger some healthy habits. You know, you
Yes.
got to chop up the fruit for the pet.
You could take a bite.
Then
I could.
And-
I could. I didn't, but I could. I could have.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, they're adorable. So it's a lot of stuff I had to do, so I couldn't just stay and hibernate over the weekend.
So, Dr. Jada, you know, we're sitting around here talking and easily expressing, you know, how we feel during the winter. And for other, you know, it may be hard for some people to communicate that they're feeling down.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
that instant switch, you know, when it comes as a seasonal affective disorder, it can be hard for others to communicate, especially if they don't have tight-knit circles of friends that may be able to, you know, pull them out of it.
Right.
What would be the best way to communicate to family or friends when we're depressed? One of our followers asked about having a special code word with your girls during times you're feeling in deep, sad mode, seasonal affective disorder. And I can see, you know, is that possible to have something like that?
I think so. I mean, even I'd have to think about exactly everybody would be different, but something like, I just don't feel like myself. And I think a lot of people who feel depressed just don't feel like themselves. So, you know, just saying something if a parent calls or your friend calls or your spouse calls or you're talking with someone and you can just, if they ask how you're doing, you can just say, you know, I just don't feel like myself. And then maybe that's an opening for someone else to kind of ask a little bit more. And just letting them know that you're there for support and things and just kind of check in on them. Because it is hard for a lot of people. I mean, I think especially for Black community, you know, depending on your background, you know, mental health can be kind of a stigma. And, you know, you just want to, you know, you go to church, you pray about it. Everything's going to be fine. You know, you don't want to, you know, don't take medication for that. It's, you know, so it can be hard for a lot of people to really talk about it and even admit that they feel bad. And then, and it's sometimes thinking that maybe I'm not doing enough. And it's really a biochemical thing. And sometimes it doesn't matter how much money you make, how great your family is, how great your job is. Anybody can be depressed. And anybody can, you know, can be at a risk for the seasonal affective disorder. So it's hard. But I'm not feeling like myself could be a good sort of way to communicate that to your family or friends.
I agree with you, Dr. Jada, about in the Black community, mental health and it's not always this thing where they feel comfortable even talking about.
Right.
Or they feel like they'll be judged.
Yes.
Or it's like a generational thing where they're like, just suck it up.
Right.
And, you know, you got to keep going.
Exactly.
So I do believe that there's something that should be talked about and addressed in the Black community.
Right. And I think the other hard part is there's not a lot of, you know, people of color in the mental health field. It's hard to sort of, I mean, although there's a lot of good people that are therapists and psychiatrists and physicians who, you know, may not be Black or Latino or, you know, Asian but I think most of us have some sort of, you know, cultural change, you know, cultural sensitivity training. I hate to say training, awareness that could be helpful. But I think it is hard for people to reach out because they may not feel like that person will get them. And you may hear about somebody else who had a bad experience with a certain person. So it's just, it can be complicated to really want to seek help. So I think it's up to a lot of the mental health professionals and medical professionals to reach out to certain communities, certain, you know, patient groups, certain, you know, even when we think about some of the groups on campus, you know, just saying, hey, we're here. This is how we can help. And I think that could be really impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah. just talking about it. I mean, I think that's the other thing too, that it doesn't, it's just not for white people. It's, anybody can get depression.
Right.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's, you mentioned, when people of color don't have medical professionals of color to go to and talk to, then they feel that they have to. I was reading an article earlier that said, the person was relieved that the medical professional they went to see was, in this case, it was a Latina woman, and she said, "Oh my God, I was so relieved that I didn't have to explain my culture."
Exactly. That is so important. Absolutely. Yeah.
So shout out to medical professionals of color.
Woohoo! Woohoo! That's right. We need
Yes.
more of y'all. So if anybody's listening and you want to do pre-med, just go for it.
Hey,
Please.
Yes.
Seriously. Yeah.
Woo woo.
All right now. So what are 3 things, Dr. Jada, that you know through your time as a doctor, in your practice and lived experience that are critical to healthy living, that you would want to communicate to women of color?
Whew. That's 3 things, huh?
Yeah.
So I think one important thing is to establish care with a good primary care doctor who can tell you when to get your mammogram and when you get your cervical cancer screening and when you should get your blood pressure checked and your diabetes screening, because those are all things that are preventable with adequate screening, and they can screen you for depression and catch things early. So I think making sure that you take care of yourself by taking care of your health, and that means getting your regular checkups. I mean, that's the big thing. So I know we're all busy and we have lives and families and kids and jobs, but if we can't take care of ourselves, how can we take care of others, right? Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. And then the other, I think, is just to stay active. And active could be physical activity. It could be yoga. Of course, yoga's not that yoga's not physical activity, but I'm thinking cardio and stuff. And then I think also just maintaining connections with family and friends. I think that's a big piece too. That socialization kind of helps, get your serotonin going and just helps everybody. It helps you feel better. Mm-hmm. So 3 things. That was 3, right? 3. Yeah, that's 3. So yeah, and then I'm gonna name a 4th. Try our best to just eat as healthy as possible, meaning variety of foods. Try not to skip meals. Splurge. Yeah, you can do that. It's fine. Remember the Oreo story, but just
I ate
keeping
a
everything.
chocolate cake the other night, a whole big chocolate cake. Just saying, slice.
Really?
Not the whole cake, a slice of chocolate cake.
Eat the cake, anime.
Oh my gosh! Well, when I was pregnant with my third kid, I had I could eat a whole lemon meringue pie.
Oh my
I'm not proud of
goodness.
it, but I did.
My grandma liked
You
lemon
hear it
meringue
here,
pie.
y'all.
It was
A
so
whole
good.
lemon
It's so
meringue pie.
good.
Lemon
It's so
meringue.
good.
I did eat a whole tray of chocolate chip cookies when I was pregnant.
See?
What'd you do, B?
When I was pregnant, I wanted a big burger all the time, like a big, fat, juicy burger.
Oh, you needed that.
Probably the iron.
The iron.
Yeah,
you needed
maybe.
that iron.
Yeah.
Or maybe just the burger. Maybe just
But maybe
Pregnancy
just the,
Chronicles coming next.
right.
Dun, 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 dun.
girl, I got a whole lot of stories on that.
Pregnancy Chronicles.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Jada. This has
Yes.
been so fun
This
and
is
so
fun.
informative. I am going to make an appointment for my annual checkup when we
Thank
get
you.
off here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Jada.
It was a pleasure to have you
Yeah,
here with
Thank
us.
you.
taking
It
the
was
time to come
wonderful.
talk to us, educate our audience on ways to stay healthy, positive, and motivated during the winter. Let's kick those winter blues away and be the best boss babes we can be all year long.
Be the best boss babes all year long.
Be the
Oh,
best
yes.
boss
Boss
babes
babes.
all year long.
Be the boss.
Okay.
babes.
All right.
All year long. Be the boss babes.
Okay.
All year long.
That's it. Go Bills.
Right.
That's it, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That was fun. Oh.
Speak Your Mind, Sis is recorded in Ithaca, New York, and is produced and edited by DJ ha-MEEN. Theme music was composed by JD Beatz. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, please remember to subscribe. Our contact information and social media links are in the show notes. Please reach out and connect with us. Peace.